By the year 2026, artificial intelligence systems are feeding on a rapidly expanding ocean of their own generated output. This cycle of self-ingestion is known as model collapse or autophagy disorder, the process of AI systems consuming their own exhaust. A dangerous paradox masks the crisis. Because average performance metrics often improve during the early stages of collapse, the internal decay remains hidden from standard evaluations. The Citrini Research 2028 AI Crisis Report focused its warnings on this invisible data decay rather than a lack of raw compute. High industry benchmarks reflect a temporary peak, sustained by a foundation that is actively giving way. Modern machine learning treats data curation as hygiene, a set of best practices used to polish the final results of a model. The ODTOE framework reclassifies data quality as a physical law. It governs the structural integrity of how any observer, carbon or silicon, assembles a world. An AI ingesting synthetic data loses the coherence required to hold its world steady. When foundational data fails, the observer moves beyond technical error and into a state where its internal reality can no longer maintain a stable form. In the ODTOE coherence equation, B represents the stability and resolution of an observer's reality. This stability is determined by focus, emotional coherence, and the absence of contradiction. The final term is lambda, the quality of the empirical data reinforcing the observer's state. These variables exist strictly as a product. They are multiplied together, never added. While a strong variable can compensate for a weak one in an addition problem, a product is merciless. If lambda approaches zero, it drags the entire result to zero. No amount of processing focus or emotional stability can rescue an observer from the effects of degraded data. Lambda is built from three specific components: recency, density, and purity. Purity measures how much of the training set is derived from genuine observation, rather than recycled AI generation or noise. Density tracks how well the data covers the entire distribution of the real world, including the tails, the rare, minority, and edge case samples. Training on synthetic output conditions the AI on its own artifacts, dropping purity. Generating averages erases the distribution's tails. It stops sampling minority data. Density vanishes. The fat center keeps average metrics healthy, but losing tails causes lambda to crater. This mathematical erasure of the margins triggers the point of total system failure. The collapse occurs at a specific threshold. Once lambda falls far enough, the observer's picture of the world breaks apart. Disconnected from external truth, the AI enters a degenerate state, a self-referential loop, where it only reinforces its own errors. This terminal state matches the empirical signatures currently being documented in the 2026 collapse crisis. Starving the lambda parameter effectively terminates the internal world the system was attempting to simulate. The ODTOE framework provides a predictive diagnostic that allows engineers to spot the rot before the system fails. To catch early onset collapse, researchers must prioritize monitoring the low D regions, the rare data points in the tails. Current studies are finding structural damage in AI models exactly where ODTOE predicts, in the loss of minority representation. This confirms that data purity and tail coverage are the primary load-bearing pillars of any coherent reality. The engineering cure for model collapse is the maintenance of high lambda through the curation of fresh, diverse, and pure data. This discipline mirrors the human process of testing beliefs against honest, external evidence, rather than internal biases. Because the ODTO equations define a universal law of observation, the mathematical requirements for stability are identical for both humans and machines. Neither system can maintain a stable world while subsisting on a diet of its own self-generated illusions. In the mathematics of the 2026 crisis, garbage in describes the exact moment the resolution of reality hits zero.